Hello?
Yo,
Hello?
yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Hello. Um, I assume you were the flat earther that I've been talking to on Facebook. Is that correct?
I never said anything about no flat earth. Let me tell you who I am. Do you want to know who I am?
Yes.
Okay. Over a decade ago, I started the first flat earth versus fear earth group. No such group existed. There was no flat earther groups. From there, we spread out. So I'm the original. I'm the one that started all the debating and everyone running around online and arguing. They weren't doing it until I came around. So that's who I am. Okay, I'm a field engineer, and I'm also the one that hypothesized the principles to the electric flat Earth theory, which is a misnomer. It's not actually like a material model that you hold, or is it's fully tangible, like a shape that's that you can hold in your hand. It's nothing like that. But that's pretty much who I am, and I have years, like over fucking 2 decades, as a field engineer, as a field tech in telecom. So I'm not no fucking jobless bum, and I'm not trying to monetize anything. Not I'm not gonna disrespect you the way I disrespected Michael Toon and the way I disrespected FTFE, because those guys are scammers, dude. You know what I mean? They use YouTube and they ask people for money instead of getting jobs like regular people should. Like regular men should get jobs. You know what
As
I'm
far
saying?
as I know, both of them have regular full time jobs.
Not that I know of.
Yeah, yeah. MC Toon he's a computer science. He builds programs for a living.
No, he doesn't, dude. He's lying. Have you ever seen him do it?
Have I ever seen you work telecom?
Yeah, I
No.
posted fucking tons. I've
So is
got,
he.
dude. I got 2 decades of actually bragging. 'Cause I have bragging rights. Okay, I'm inside hospitals, colleges, banks. I'm everywhere. I'm a field engineer that's certified by the. I literally passed state exams. I for both VDV and fire life safety. I've
Okay.
been doing it for a long time.
I
So
am just saying that he has just as much claim as to a legitimate career as you do.
no, he doesn't. I keep saying that, like, he doesn't have any actual video video proof of that. None whatsoever. Sorry, I'm
So
about proof.
so video proof counts then. Okay.
Yeah, I
So
mean, yeah, yourself. I mean, I'm not trying. I'm not putting on a TV show and saying, look at the TV show that's on. I'm not saying anything like that. Whatever. If I do say that, it's to point out something that's wrong. Because look, okay, the scientific method, okay, entails the process of elimination. That's the number one method for science. Okay, science is not about trying to prove a truth. A truth is already proven. A truth is already a truth. You can't sit there and be like, oh, look at the truth, when the truth is already there. It doesn't need your backup. Okay, what you do is you eliminate the lies, you eliminate the fake, you eliminate the bullshit, and whatever's left is standing must be the truth. See what I'm saying? There's no reason to try and prove a truth. That is actually redundant. Hold on, let me take this off. But go ahead. I mean, this is not really about me. I just wanted to give you a heads up who you're actually gonna interact with right now. I'm gonna be very, very, very respectful towards you, and I'm gonna give you your 5 minutes and all that other stuff. So go ahead
so
and I
my
mean,
first question is, why is it that you refused a moderator?
I'm a grown man. I don't even know one trying to mute me.
Okay, but you understand that like official debates that are held are done with moderators. Why is it that you refuse a moderator?
Who told you that?
Um, that's how they work.
No, a debate. You
Yeah,
could look up the definition of a debate.
I
The
have
definition of a
been
debate can be anything.
I've
It
been
does not. Nowhere in the definition of
right,
debate
and
does it say that you
like
need
I
a
said,
moderator.
official like debates have moderators. Yes,
You mean people agree upon that? That's what you mean, right?
right. Like you agreed on a moderator.
No, I didn't agree on
You
no
did,
moderator.
yes. My very first comment was, "Do you agree to a live moderated debate?" And you said, "Okay."
No, there's no
Yeah.
reason to have a moderator.
Then why did you say yes then the first time?
I mean, you can moderate. Can you moderate yourself?
So it's not about moderating myself. It's that I don't want you thinking or me thinking that this is an unfair debate. I don't want it to devolve into insults like I have seen you post on Facebook.
Uh, Dude, I don't take you guys serious when I'm on Facebook. There's no reason to. That's social media. You are aware of that, right?
This
Most
is
of it,
also social media.
this is most of what's on there is actually funny to me. And the reason why it's funny, I've been doing this for so long. Look, put it this way. Right now, whatever you're gonna tell me, I've already heard it. Okay, go ahead, get started. I hope you don't mind. I'll be smoking weed and shit like that. So
don't do it on camera because I am live streaming this. So if you do, please do it off camera. That it would be appreciated. So, first off, I just want to say that you claim to not be a flat earther. That means that I don't actually know what you are claiming, since you have not made any claims. We met on a flat Earth debate Facebook group. And that is what I go off of. I debate flat earthers and debunk the flat earth. So if you do not believe that the earth is topographically flat, then I don't think there's any place for this conversation to go. So what is it that you think the earth is?
see, here you go. See, you're trying to compare our beliefs, right?
Correct.
That's what you're trying to do right now.
I'm trying to understand what your belief is.
Why are you're the purpose you're trying to find out my belief is because you feel your belief is somehow more believable than my beliefs. Is that not true?
So I believe that there is actual evidence to back up the Earth being a sphere. And since you were on a flat Earth debating Facebook group and demanding people to debate you, I'm wondering why it is that you are refusing then to make any claims about the shape of the Earth.
You're the one that just made the claim. See, that's what I'm saying. I started all this debate. You globeheads came to my groups.
So again,
and look,
what
hold on.
shape do you think the Earth is?
That I've already explained that. Okay, look, the word shape. Okay, a shape is held. A shape has boundaries. A shape is tangible.
Okay.
So you're trying to tell you what you want me to imagine right now is the reality is upon a shape, right?
So are you trying to
that's
say
your belief?
Are you trying to say that the Earth does not exist in reality and is a concept?
The Earth is existence. It's not. It's not. See. This is the problem with your belief. Your belief that you're on a globe is it stems from on a tangible. But if you go to the tangible, then where's the edge at? Where's the so if you're saying a globe is a shape and that's on a flat space time, where is the boundaries to the flat space time? You're back to the flatness.
So space time doesn't have boundaries. It's like saying where is the boundaries of this emptiness? That's so to ask where the boundary of space-time is doesn't mean anything because space-time doesn't have boundaries. It's like saying where is the boundaries to this nothing?
So okay, so you're saying existence has no boundaries.
Nope, that is not what I'm saying. I am saying that space-time does not have boundaries.
Okay, so you just said that. Okay, so you're not saying that there are no boundaries. Show me one boundary.
One boundary
of existence. I don't know. You're the one that's claiming like
you're
there's
the
shapes.
One that's asking me for a boundary.
Right. You're the one that said that there's shapes. You're saying that you're on a ball Earth,
correct,
and that ball Earth is on top of a flat space time that has no boundaries. So how is that even possible?
The globe is not on top of space time. It is inside of space time. Any boundary.
Okay, show me that. Show me that.
Show you what?
Your globe Earth inside of space time.
Okay, so that would be gravity, is how I would show you. The curving of this space-time, where Earth is inside of it, creates gravity. That would be the proof of this space-time.
That's a really nice story, bro.
Okay.
Can you demonstrate that?
Can you demonstrate that it's not that? or sorry, let me rephrase that. Can you demonstrate anything to back up what you claim? Now remember,
I'm not making a claim. I'm making a
nope,
fact. Okay, look.
That's not how
Okay,
this works. That's not how debates
I'm stating
work.
facts. I'm stating facts. This is the way.
I will not have a dialogue with you if you are not willing to claim anything.
Okay. Because you don't have to make claims. You don't have to make claims when it comes to debate. Okay, the purpose of a debate.
That is just
incorrect. Hold on. The purpose of a debate is to establish facts.
That's incorrect.
Okay, so what are you trying to say? The purpose of a debate is to continue to debate without establishing facts?
So debates are not about establishing facts. Debates are about bringing forth the evidence to try to persuade an audience.
Okay, bring forth the evidence. You're the one that made the claim that you're on a globe Earth,
right,
and I'm telling you.
I only made this claim because you refused to make a claim. So I asked you first.
All right. Okay, I'm not making a claim. I'm making a factual statement.
Then I'm not making a claim. I'm making a factual statement.
You can't debunk it.
I'm making a factual statement.
What factual statement have you made?
Earth being inside of space-time. That's a factual statement. I'm not making a claim.
See how it works?
Me that. You're doing this exact same thing. No. It's not a claim. It's a fact. And you said that you don't have to back up facts. So I'm just saying it's a fact. Again, this was to show you how terrible what you said was.
No, it's not terrible. So I'm telling you, you don't have. You're not making claims. Let me. Hold on. Let's do the 5 minutes thing. Let's do the 5 minutes thing.
Okay, go ahead. Right? 5 minutes.
Okay.
Let me put on my timer. Clock, stopwatch, and go.
Okay. I'm not making a claim. I'm making a factual statement. My factual statement is that you have no proof that you live on any globe Earth. Just like right now, you tried making up this space-time stuff. You heard that and seen that in a cartoon, or you read it in a book somewhere, or you've seen some CGI. You have no scientific evidence, no proof whatsoever of that. You cannot grab space and distort it. You cannot grab time and twist it. You cannot do any of that. We just already had established we were going in the right direction when we established that existence has no boundaries, and it is not on an actual shape. Now, you're trying to get me to believe that in between that, you're on a globe Earth. When I'm telling you there is no globe Earth, and it's just exactly what you had already said, that without the globe Earth. It's an existence without boundaries. I don't even got to keep going. Go.
Okay, are you yielding your time?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so let me reset my watch. I will start now. All right, so you said that claims are not... So claims, you're not making a claim, you're making a factual statement, and then you made claims. You said that it is a fact that the Earth is not a globe. That is a claim. You said that there is no proof of a globe. There is plenty of proof. If you actually do measurements of the globe, it measures out to be circular. You said you cannot grab space and you cannot show time. That is not how space-time works. It is one thing called space-time. You do not separate them. They are not separate entities of space and time. It is space-time. So that is a straw man that you made that shows your misunderstanding of what space-time is. And then again, saying that there is no globe Earth is a claim, and you will have to back up that claim with some sort of evidence. You cannot just state fact and expect me to accept that evidence, or accept it without evidence. Now again, I ask you, what shape are you saying the Earth is? And I yield the rest of my time.
Okay. So first of all, you did not prove space-time, that you or the globe are inside of space-time. You sat there and you recited that, which you got from somewhere else. You said that there is no proof that there is no globe. As of right now, I have no reason to believe in any globe, and you have not provided any type of evidence or any proof that you went out and measured anything at all. You have not measured nothing. You have not gone out with a ruler. Okay? You have not stepped outside to measure nothing. Okay? And, okay, that's it right there. That was easy.
Okay, I have one question. If the Earth was a globe, how would you measure it? Go.
That's a really stupid question because I have no reason to imagine that.
If the Earth was a globe, how would you measure it?
You can't.
Why can't you?
You can't, dude. Look, you are a single person. All right. You cannot fly up into space and look down upon reality or existence and determine any measurements. Okay. It's
Okay.
impossible for any single person to go out and measure reality or existence. You got to be totally delusional to believe that claim. Okay. You have not measured anything, bro.
Okay, so you say that it's delusional to make the claim that you can measure it, yet then you also call me delusional for not actually measuring it. So why is it that it's either immeasurable or I haven't measured it? So again, let's go into some fantasy land for a second. We're living on a beach ball. How is it that we would measure the beach ball?
Okay, so now we're down to trying to compare or somehow manipulate fantasies.
Nope.
I
I
don't.
want you to do this. What if? What if we live on a beach ball? How would we go about measuring that beach ball?
Did you just not hear me? You cannot measure what you're standing on
Then why is it that
without.
you expect me to have measured what I'm standing on if you believe
You
that it
made the
is
claim that
measurable?
you made the claim that is measurable.
So are you disagreeing that if the Earth was physical and if the Earth was a sphere, it would be impossible to measure it as a sphere? Is that your claim?
Dude, you're talking like fantasy stuff. What are you talking about? We're
I
here to talk about facts.
I am trying to test your logic. So here, I'm trying to get you to actually engage in the conversation.
Dude, you're trying to test my logic by
Yes.
making up fairy
Nope.
tale and
Nope.
fantasies.
That's
You said you admitted right now fantasy.
nope.
You said let's
I did not admit
fantasize.
that the globe. I'm asking you to make up a situation that we live
Make up,
on a beach ball. How would
make up.
we?
So now you want me to make up that I live on a beach ball.
Okay, and now
Right
how would
after
we measure
right
that
after you
beach
said
ball?
fantasy. Okay,
How
so
would we measure that beach ball?
okay, well you can't. I keep telling you you can't, dude.
So
You're look,
here's
you're
what
saying
I would do.
imaginary stuff. You're
Here's
saying
what I
imaginary
would do.
stuff.
So
Okay, go ahead.
here's what I would do is if we were on a globe and if there was some sort of gravity pulling everything towards the center of that globe,
Yeah.
I could hang something on a string and it would point straight towards the globe. And then I could set some super sensitive device up to be 90 degrees with that string. Okay, that string is called a plumb line. Now, if I were to set let's call it a theodolite on that string and use that to level it completely, and then I did the other theodolite pointing back at it using the same method where the string is pointing towards the center of the globe, I could measure the difference in those angles to see if the angles that it's making to each other, if they are 90 degrees from the plumb line, then we know that it is perfectly flat. If they are not 90 degrees, then we know that there is some sort of curve.
I'm gonna find. Hold on. You know what? Dude. Okay, so sorry about that. Okay, so here we have something plumb lined.
Okay, that's definitely not going to be plumb because of the way it's set up, but I will imagine in this fantasy for you that
Okay,
is
so
actually plumb.
as I'm holding this,
I will imagine that is plumb for you in
I
this
am
fantasy.
going to try to imagine a globe. Not working,
So
bro.
you're not going to engage in the claim then.
You're making up fairy tales and making up some
No.
weird
I'm
stuff.
not making up. I'm saying.
Yes, you are, bro. You are. You just told me to like the plumb line and blah blah blah,
Yes.
and then in the
So engage in that claim. Okay. Now I'll make the claim. It's been done and it's been measured as a globe. Now engage.
Who measured that? Who told you that they measured that?
Baron. His name is Baron. He is here on TikTok. Here I'm streaming live on TikTok. He is used to be known as the Arizona Land Surveyor. He is a land surveyor by trade, and he does this for a living, and has measured this many times live on TikTok, so we can all see exactly what he's doing, letting flat earthers say, no, you're doing it wrong, and then adjusting accordingly, and has still measured it as a globe.
Okay, so he grabbed some type of plumb line, and then he imagined a globe.
Nope, he didn't imagine a globe. He measured it based off of two.
How did he measure? What globe did he measure?
The one that he's standing on.
The one that he imagined?
Nope, the one that he was standing on.
How would you know he's standing on a globe? He told you?
He didn't know. He measured it. He didn't know the shape
How
of the
did
ground.
he measure
so
it again? You're saying that he measured
a hypothesis that if I were to measure these angles pointing back at each other using this theodolite, if they were to be of a certain degree, that would be a globe. If not, then it would be flat. And then
if that's a lot of ifs, man.
Right, that's how science works. That's all.
No,
science works.
Yes, you have not done
even
any
in
science.
Telecommunications. If I connect these two computers with this Ethernet, if the Ethernet is uncut, then the information will go across. That is a lot.
Right, in theory, as a field engineer, I get many blueprints and I go out to job sites, and a lot of the times what they want doesn't pan out, and then I redline the blueprint. Okay, so here's what we're talking about. What your make believe and your fantasies.
So it's just
they have not been proven.
You're just calling it make.
You're the one that you're making it up, dude.
No, I didn't make it up. This is an actual thing that happened.
You already said it. Here's what you said. Here's what you said. You said something that you believe some guy.
I watched him do it.
Okay, you watched him plumb a line, and then you watched the globe in his head.
Nope, that's not what I said. You stop it. So if you continue to do that, then I'm just going to be done with this. So what happened?
You're going to run away because you don't got no science.
Nope, I watched him do this. I watched him do the measurement. Okay.
Okay. I watched someone. Okay.
Based off of this is why I wanted a moderator so you wouldn't cut off. Based off of the information that the things that he measured with his really, really, really fancy ruler, it came out to be a globe. No imagining, using geometry, actual science, it measured out to be a globe. Not this fake pseudoscience that you like to pretend. Show me
a picture or a video of him holding that globe so I can imagine a flat earth.
Look, again, it's not an imagination in his head. He has actually made these measurements.
I can imagine that he measured it wrong and he measured a flat earth.
Okay, you're gonna have to prove that.
No, I don't have to prove it.
Yes, you do.
Because it's imaginary.
It's not imaginary. Like I said, he's done it. You can go and look him
up
on his page.
You believe in a globe because he's holding a string.
There's no string.
We'll go with plumb line, whatever the fuck he's holding.
There's ways without using a string, but yes.
It doesn't matter what you do, Ammon. You're going to go out there, stick some sticks in a hole, look at a shadow, and imagine a globe.
Nope,
you're going to go out there and grab a laser, shoot it across. You're going to grab a laser, shoot it across some water, and you're going to imagine a globe. No, you're imagining a globe.
A measurement.
A measurement of which globe? How did you measure it? How did you measure it again? Because so far you're telling me you're holding a string or something.
Using a theodolite. Are you aware of what a theodolite is? I assumed since you were this field engineer that you knew what a theodolite is. Do you know what a theodolite is?
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
Theodolite is?
Stick stick in a hole.
Yes or
and
no?
Look at a shadow, and you're gonna imagine a globe.
Do you know what a theodolite is? Yes or no?
Do you know why you're imagining a globe? Do you know why you're imagining a globe? Do you know why you're imagining a globe?
Theodolite is? Yes or no?
Do you know why you're imagining a globe? See how you're just going in circles now.
I want you to answer the question.
You know that so far you have come up. Look, space-time no science experiment. No
Look at you
globe,
running. Look at you
no
running.
science
Do you know what
experiment.
a theodolite is? You don't know what a
You said
theodolite is.
fantasy.
Oh
You
my
said
goodness.
makeup.
You don't know
You
what a
said
theodolite is. This is
if.
amazing. Thank you.
Keep going.
I have this recorded. You don't know what a theodolite is.
That makes me imagine a globe. Keep going.
Do you know what a theodolite is?
There's no globe behind you.
Do you know what a theodolite is?
There is no globe in front of
no?
you. There's no
Yes or
globe
no?
on the side of you.
Do you know what
You
a
did not
theodolite
see a
is?
globe. You did not see a globe.
Do you know what a theodolite is? Yes or no?
You did not see a globe. That's a fact.
Why aren't you answering?
You did
Why aren't
not
you answering the
see
question?
a globe.
Why aren't you
Do you
answering?
understand that,
Do you know
Ammon?
what a theodolite is?
You just admitted,
No,
inadvertently
I
admitted that you
didn't
were having
admit to anything.
delusions.
I asked you what a theodolite it was.
You were having delusions.
You don't know. You don't know what a theodolite is. This
you
is amazing.
Are
you don't
having
know.
delusions.
You don't know.
You are having delusions.
You don't know what a theodolite is.
It does not matter what you do, dude.
You do not.
Okay.
Okay.
Go stick.
That's good to know.
Go stick a stick in a hole. Look at the shadow and imagine a globe.
You are strawmanning me. You're making stuff.
No, I'm not strawmanning. Okay. If you are
this is why I wanted a moderator.
All right.
Because you cannot stick. You cannot stick to it. This is why, because you are not an adult and cannot do this without a moderator. Okay. You done?
I'm waiting on you. You got your 5 minutes? Go, keep going.
No, I asked you a question. I want you to answer the question.
I'm not going to answer your fucking silly questions.
Yes or no? Do you know
at this point, you've already admitted you have a fantasy.
You don't know. You don't know.
You admitted
how can you address the claim if you do not know what a theodolite is?
You said
I thought it was my 5 minutes.
I'm going to keep dragging you through this, dude. I
thought it was my 5 minutes.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, great.
You said you were done. First you're like done, and then you don't have 5 minutes, then you do have 5 minutes. Keep going.
I didn't say I was done. I said I want you to answer the question. So, you have admitted, you have admitted in the same way that I have, that you don't know what a theodolite is, right?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Okay, so you don't know what a theodolite is, so you cannot address that claim. And so,
what claim?
The claim that using the theodolite measured the Earth to be a globe.
So that's your claim.
No, your claim is that it didn't. Your claim is that didn't work.
No, it does not matter if you hold a fucking leprechaun in your hand. Okay, you imagine a globe.
It's not an imagination. It is a measurement.
Okay, draw it then.
Draw what?
With your measurement, draw it. With your measurements, draw it.
Draw what? Wait, so how do you want me to draw this? Do you want me to draw like a model?
You're the one that said you measured it, dude. Draw it.
So we've got our globe. We've got our camera. We've got our plumb line. We've got our camera and our plumb line. They make their little lines at each other. So see this? Can you see that?
That's some doodling. Yeah,
great.
Some doodling.
So now address
you doodled it.
So how is it that you told me to draw it and I did? I love that you told me to draw it and then now you're laughing about me drawing it. So,
dude, that's an imaginary drawing. You know it.
Why did you tell me to draw it if you're just going to say that's an imaginary drawing?
To prove that you were having delusions.
It's not a delusion if I am showing you what happened.
What happened was you doodled some shit.
If I draw a picture of my house, is that a delusion?
I doubt that it look like your fucking house, first of all.
If I draw a picture of my house, is that a delusion?
I doubt that you have
even measured my house.
I doubt you even measured the inside of your house.
So why won't you answer the question? If I draw a picture of my house, is that a delusion?
Let's play make-believe again.
If I draw a picture of my house, is that a delusion?
That's very stupid. Okay, so you're going to see the house and you're going to draw it, right?
Correct. Is that
okay?
Now, does that mean that the house is a delusion?
So you've seen the house?
Yes, I live in my house.
Okay, did you see the globe?
Yes, I have seen the globe.
Where?
Everywhere.
Nope. Yep. I don't see no globe around you.
We are on it. Me and you, both on it. And
that is a nice claim. That's a nice claim.
Right.
But you have not seen it.
Which I have.
You have not seen yourself.
Measurements.
You have not seen yourself on any globe.
Your entire argument this whole time has been Naha.
Globe debunked.
How did you debunk it?
It's imaginary.
Nuh-uh. That's your claim. You
No,
just said
that's your
nah,
claim.
and
Your
then
claim is, look, I have it right here. I see it. Show it to me. I bet you it's a cartoon or a toy or a commercial product.
okay.
Yes, the globe is bought and sold.
No,
Sorry, bro.
so it doesn't matter if I can like hold it in my hands. We are on it,
You
and we
can't.
have measurement. We have measured
You
it.
can't hold it in your hands.
So
You're imagining
am I
things
still
again.
able to measure the ground that I'm walking on? Am I able to
That's
measure that?
that's your burden of proof. You're the one making the
And I
claims.
have told you that it has happened. Now it is your burden of
You
proof.
have told me that you imagined it.
I didn't imagine anything. I watched
Okay, so now,
the land. I watched the field engineer go
and then
out
you
and measure
visualized
it.
it.
Measure
And then
it.
you visualized it.
No, it is an actual measurement.
You measured a fraction of something, and then you supposedly visualize the rest.
So when someone measures a board and puts it on a house, does that mean that they hallucinated the house?
You could touch the board. You could touch the
And
house.
I could touch the ground and I could touch the globe.
You could touch the
But I
ground, but
cannot
where?
see
What
the
globe?
entire house at one time. I cannot measure the entire house at one time.
Dude, I can walk around. I can walk around the house. I can walk around this bus. I can walk around. What globe?
This one, the one that we are currently walking on.
Imagine it. Draw it to me. Show us what it looks like.
Show me the house.
I could see it. I could touch it.
I can see and touch the globe too.
No, you can't,
yes,
dude.
I can. See,
Where?
all you've got is na'ahs. You are just saying na'ahs.
You're the one that's got na'ahs. You're the one that wants to touch. You think that you could?
It has been measured, and you are not.
You're touching the ground, and then you imagine the globe.
You're touching the wall and imagining a house.
No, I can see the house.
I can see the globe.
See, you're having delusions.
You're having delusions.
See the difference between real life and delusional crap? Real life is a real house. You touch it, you walk it, you go around, you can measure every inch of it with a ruler. You have not measured anything.
Yes, we have measured.
You have not measured anything.
We have measured. And like I told
Who's
you,
we?
but you
Who's
ignored.
The guy on TikTok? That some guy on TikTok that you visualize? So some guy on TikTok does a magic show and you visualize the globe.
So are you saying he was lying? Is that your claim?
I'm saying you guys are delusional. You guys are both making up some lies.
Answer the question. Why won't you answer any questions? You do the same thing on Facebook.
Look, listen to me.
Like you know something. You won't answer any questions. You won't engage in the discussion. You just sit there.
I know that you're having delusion. I know you're having delusions.
I'm not having a delusion. Just like you have a delusion to your house that you're in.
You visualize a globe you have never seen.
I have.
Why?
Seen it.
Where?
Everywhere I go, I see the globe.
Delusional.
That's just because you say no, doesn't make it true.
You already said it. As you walk down the street, you imagine a globe. You touch the floor, you imagine a globe. You hold a string, a plumb line, and you imagine a globe.
You imagine a house. As you walk down the floor, you imagine a house. As you walk down the street, you imagine
I could build a house.
Okay.
Build the globe.
Build the globe? You want me to build the globe? That's your burden. That's what you will say. So
that's what you got. You got nothing,
so
dude.
What I've learned
from debunked.
No, you haven't debunked anything. You've just said not on. You said
there's no globe.
No, that's what you said.
There's no globe.
No, that's what you said. All you've said is no.
Please believe in this globe. I imagine it. I visualize it. If we play make believe, if we play make believe, if we play make believe,
it. I have not. I am not making it up. This is something we have measured.
You've seen some cartoon and you believe it in your mind now. You did not measure anything, dude. You already said some guy on TikTok. You said some guy on TikTok did some measurements and then imagined a globe.
It's not an imagination, dude.
Okay, he visualized the globe.
Off of the measurements.
So you're lying now. Did he imagine it? No, yes or no?
No.
Okay, so there is no globe then.
That's not how things work. So if I imagine it, there's no globe. If I don't imagine it, there's no globe. So
that's all you got.
Those are literally the two options. So why won't
I have proven you're delusional, dude. Are you recording this? Please tell me you're recording this.
Yeah, and it's gonna be great, and I'm going to post it every single time you tag me on.
I'm not gonna disrespect you. Keep going. At this point,
have disrespected me.
At this point, I still don't imagine a globe, and
okay, great. Now
I don't
see. Turn. Make a claim.
I have made
I'm
factual
waiting.
statements. You are delusional.
I've made factual statements too. Make a claim.
You have not made
Make
any
a claim.
factual statements, dude. You have not made any
Make a
factual
claim.
statements. You've been sitting there and you said some guy on TikTok, and then you wanted us to play make believe,
Nope, I
and then you
never
said
asked you to make believe.
fantasy. These were your words, dude. Fantasy, makeup, if, the space time, uh, no science. None of that was backed up by any science. I don't
The
see you doing.
theodolites are
You have never.
science.
Okay, look. You have never
use.
done a science
Be
experiment.
quiet. Yes, I have. So
No, you haven't.
yes, I have. So
Okay,
those
prove it.
theodolites. Be quiet.
Prove it.
Let me talk. So those theodolites, they are science. That is a science experiment. We create a hypothesis. We create a way of testing that hypothesis. We see that that hypothesis was right or wrong. This is science. Just because you don't understand science doesn't make it any less science.
Dude, I'm a field engineer. You are not. Okay.
Yes.
You are not part of
Yes,
science.
it is science.
You are not part of science. You did not do a science experiment ever.
It is science. That is a science
Show
experiment.
me your science experiment right now.
The theodolite test was a science experiment.
Show me how you did that.
You took two theodolites, make sure that they are plumb, and then you point them together, and then you take the angles of those pointing together, and you look at the angles. If the angles are 90, or sorry, if the angles are 180, then it is flat. If they are not, then you can extrapolate the shape of the Earth, or at least the curve that you are standing on.
Extrapolate?
Oh, shit. You are a field engineer and think that extrapolate is a funny word?
Dude, you are
literally have no idea what you're talking about.
You are visualizing.
We are measuring.
No, so, it doesn't matter. You can measure.
Will you answer one question? You have not answered.
I can measure the floor. I can measure 6 inches on the floor.
A single question.
I can measure 6 inches on the floor and then say that.
Question.
Go ahead.
What is it that the theodolites were measuring?
Nothing. They're not measuring no fucking globe. Sorry.
Okay, so what did those angles correlate with?
You guys probably measured an angle, and that's about it.
So okay, so the angle it was why did that angle exist?
Because you measured an angle. So okay, you measured an angle,
right?
And then after that, you visualized, and then you visualize, then you imagine a globe
correlates with the globe.
It does not correlate with any globe. You're imagining it correlates.
You're just saying Naha.
No, you're the one that's making the claim.
You're just saying Naha.
You're telling me to imagine a globe.
You're not engaging with the experiment. What is wrong with the experiment?
The experiment has proven. The experiment has proven that. Look, listen, dude. That experiment has proven that you imagined a globe.
Nope. That experiment has proven that when you put two lines that are plumb to each other and face them towards each other, they make an angle that correlates with the globe.
Okay, if I put two angles together right now, am I going to imagine a globe?
You've got to go and do the test right. You can't just put two things together and pretend like you've done something.
That's hilarious.
You have to do the test right.
Okay, and if you do the test right and you put two angles together, you see a globe in your head.
No, you measure angles that correlate with the shape of the Earth.
Okay, what shape would that correlation be?
When the experiment was done live here on TikTok, the correlation was with the Earth.
Okay, which globe Earth do you imagine that correlates it with?
The globe, the one that science says exists.
Okay, which one is that?
The one that science exists.
The one that you just doodled?
No,
the one that you just
doodled. The actual globe that exists in real life.
Okay, show me the globe that you've seen in real life.
Look at the ground. That's the globe.
I see the ground. I don't imagine a globe. Try again.
Okay, so what are you asking me to show you? Are you expecting me to hold up a globe and say, "Look, this is where we're living," and then you're just gonna say, "No, that's a desktop globe"? What are you asking me to show you?
You know what's funny? How you self-projected that right now?
What are you asking me to show you?
Dude, you already just admitted you are having delusions. No, what you're imagining is that same. You just imagined it right now.
You say
You just hold on.
When you say show
Give
me
me
the
my
globe,
5.
what
Hold
are you
on.
asking?
Give me 5 minutes right there. Give me my 5 minutes right
I
there.
want you to answer the question.
Okay, you literally
you
said.
didn't want a moderator, so this is
You
your
literally
punishment.
said right now. You just said it.
Nope.
You held up an imaginary globe.
No. That's not what I said. Do not.
Held it up. You held it up with your hand.
No, I did not. I said
you were like shaping your hand like you said.
You weren't even listening to what I said. You didn't even care. You were lying about what I said. I am asking you what you're expecting from me. I said, are you expecting me to hold up a globe like this? I asked you a question, and then you pretended like you did something. So again,
yeah, that was you.
What is it
that you said? Do you want me to? You just said it. You just said, do you want me to imagine a globe like this?
Right. I'm asking you if that's what you're wanting me to do. How is it that you want me to show you the globe? How is it that you want me to show you the globe?
That's your burden of proof, dude.
I've shown you have said Naha to what I have shown you. So what is it that you are expecting? If it were a globe, what would you expect?
I don't know what's up with the light. Why it's not?
If it were a globe, what would you expect?
If?
Yes.
But it's not.
If it were a globe, what would you expect?
You are the doubt.
Why won't you answer the question? Why won't you answer the question?
See what you just said?
Just answer the question.
If it were a globe,
I want you to answer the question only. If it were a globe, what would you expect it to see?
You see what you're saying, dude? Say it again.
If it were a globe, what would you expect to see? No, answer the question. Why are you so scared of answering the question?
You're like, if it were a globe.
Right, and I want you to answer the question. If it were a globe, what would you expect to see?
It's not a globe. And I don't expect to see anything that. I don't expect to see anything. I don't expect to see anything like that, dude.
So if it were a globe,
look, dude, I don't see a globe. I don't see a globe.
You said you were going to give me respect. Answer the question.
I'm not going to answer invalid questions.
It is a valid question.
You just said it. If it were a globe,
what would you expect?
So it's not.
I can tell you what I would expect if it was a flat Earth. It's not a flat Earth, but I can tell you what I expect to see.
I'm not here to try to push any tangible flat Earth.
That's an example. That's an example. If it were a chicken, I'd tell you what I expect to see. It's not a chicken either.
So it's not a globe.
Right, but I can still tell you what I'd expect to see if it were. So what would you expect to see if it were a globe?
That's a delusional question.
If it were a globe, well, then why won't you answer it?
Because that's make-believe.
Because you can't.
Because it's make-believe. You want me to if
this entire do you understand how a debate is supposed to work?
Yes, and you have no scientific argument whatsoever.
I have made a scientific argument using the theodolite.
No, you visualized the globe.
Nope, I said a scientific experiment, and then you said nah. You did not engage.
You said a scientific experiment where you have to visualize a globe.
So what would a scientific experiment where you're not visualizing a globe, as you were to say? What would that look like?
Oh, it doesn't exist, huh?
That's not what I said.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
Globe debunked, bro.
How?
You got nothing. You're not part of science. You're not part of science. You didn't do no science experiment.
It isn't.
No, you didn't. You said you seen someone on TikTok.
What science experiment have you done?
You seen
what science experiment have you done?
You're gonna put two angles together and.
All right. So I have just muted you. What science experiment have you done? Okay. Now you can unmute yourself. What science experiment have you done? What science experiment have you? You're muted. You still haven't come off of mute. You're muted. Come off of mute, dude. Hello? Come off of mute. Unmute your microphone. Unmute your microphone. Unmute your microphone. You're muted. I can't hear you. You have to unmute in order to talk. You're muted. You're muted. All right. Well, if he's not going to come off of mute, then we're not going to continue with this conversation. I'll just leave him there.